Hey moms, wonderful mom bosses, and amazing momtrepreneurs. Welcome to the final episode for how to create a website for beginners, at least the final for now. If you want to keep building out the rest of the website, let me know in the comments below. If you are new to the channel, I am Jodie the mom from lifeunboxed.blog. On the channel, podcast, and website, we talk about all things momtrepreneur, from raising your kids to running a business, and the most important one, keeping your sanity. If you have any questions, I am always happy to try and answer them or at least point you in the right direction. Be sure to like the video and share the playlist with others who are ready to jump into the wonderful world of entrepreneurship, or they are at least ready to build a website. So here's what the final page looks like. And we finished it, building it in part 9 of the series. So this is our final page. I like it. I like how it turned out. So today we are going to get into optimizing our page for phone and tablet. So this is not my favorite part because I usually end up tweaking everything again and again. So like Degas, even when one of his paintings was hanging in a buyer's house, he would still go and work on it. His paintings were never done. So I guess we are in good company on that one. But it is important to make sure your page shows up well on mobile devices. Most web searches are done on mobile devices now, and your SEO, like in Google, will get dinged for not being optimized. So Google has kind of, for lack of a better, they have like a point system. And so if you score well here and score well here, you get a better SEO. So it ranks higher on their page or in the search returns. So if it's not optimized for mobile, you get a lower score. So it'll rank lower in the mobile search or in search returns for if it's not optimized for mobile. Okay, so let's get started. You want to go into the Visual Builder, which we already are. You can see it'll say Exit Visual Builder up here, and you can see all the other stuff. Let's click the menu, the purple menu down here. So we're going to click that, and you see we have our different views. Now we've used the wireframe view a number of times just to move things around. Here's our desktop view. Now we're going to do tablet. And you see the menu changed to a hamburger menu, and mobile. The first thing you can see for tablet and mobile is that this hamburger icon is blending in. So we need to change that to a color that stands out. But before we do that, let's check the footer too, because the menu and the footer have to be optimized in the theme builder where we originally built them. So let's go down and check the footer. And for whatever reason, when you're on the mobile view, this part gets jumpy, but when you're actually on a mobile device, it's not. So it's just one of those weird things in Divi. So for the most part, it looks pretty good. So the footer, everything that we want to be there is there. Let's check it on the phone too. Yeah, so I might do a few tweaks or just leave it. But let's get out. Okay, before we get out, I think this is a common mistake people make. You can start changing things in these different views, but that doesn't mean you are changing them on the tablet or mobile. So for example, even though our view is tablet right now, until I click this icon here and actually change it to tablet view, I would be editing the entire website. So just remember that you always need to make sure that whatever part of the module you are working on, you're in the correct view you want to change. Let me say that again. Always remember that whatever view you are working on, you are in the correct um, view in the module, not here in the module. Okay. All right. So let's get out of there and let's go to the Divi builder. Okay, you amazing web designers. So we are in the Divi theme builder now, and we want to go into the global header. So let's click the little edit icon. All right, so click on the menu module right here. We want to go to design. Let's go to icons. So if you had added a shopping cart, that would be here. But we want to change the hamburger menu icon, and we want to change it to our cream color. So again, I did it. I did it wrong, but that's okay because we'll keep it cream color even for if the change is on the desktop, and I don't know why it would because it's only for mobile. But click on here, change it to tablet, click that. See, change it to phone, and see, because we changed it on the main, it's going to be that cream color. All right. So we changed our icon for tablet and mobile. And you can see we needed to make sure that we were on the correct device. Okay, so let's look at our logo now. If you hover, so you can see in our row settings, there's a lot of extra space below the logo, probably because we have this extra module section here that we want just to give it some space on the desktop. Okay, so let's check out our spacing and padding in our row settings. Okay, so we're in our row settings. Let's go into design. Okay, sizing. That's all good. Spacing. All right, let's take out the padding on our tablet view. So remember, this is the important part, is to remember to change the icon. So change what you're working in. So tablet, good. Let's change this to 0 pixels. And you see how it pulled that up. So let's look at the phone. And we want that to be 0 as well. Okay, we might want it didn't change. So let's see what else we can do. Let's do 0 for top and bottom. There we go. Just pulled it up. Just deleted some of the white space around it. Okay, so I see this happen in every Divi group that I'm in. The question is, I went to adjust for mobile and it messed up the whole site. What happened? Why is it doing this? And the simple answer is because you weren't in the right settings. Now, I say this again and again, and I will keep saying it to make sure you're in the right device if you want to adjust for that device. And this is why I have been one of those who went through and tweaked the entire site for mobilization, or the entire page. I can't say it's the entire site for mobilization, and then realized I was in the wrong view. So it is the pain of experience that I am sharing with you right now. So make sure, if you want to save yourself a few tears, because trust me, there will be tears, make sure you always check that you're in the right view when you're optimizing for tablet and mobile. And this is part of the reason why I save the optimization for the very end. So I know some people will go through and kind of start changing these things while they're designing the website. But for me, I think I would have more mistakes going back and forth. So I know, like, I literally, when I do a website, I sit down like I am with you right now, and I just focus on optimization for mobile so that I can focus on just that one thing and eliminate the possibility for mistakes. Okay, so let's get back to what we were doing. All right, let's go ahead and save. So I like how this looks, but let's go back to the phone. because there's still a ton of space because we have this column here. So what I want to do is I want to hide that on the phone. So let's go to the column. So we want to go back into our row settings, and it'll be this bottom column here. Go to advanced, visibility, and disable on, so you can choose where it will appear. And we want to disable on the phone. And you can see how it's now faded. So you'll still see it as you're looking at the different views of the website, but it will be faded to indicate that it doesn't show up on that view. And let's save it. So I am good with how this is looking. So I want to go ahead and check the desktop, make sure nothing changed on there, and let's hit save. Let's close out of the header, and I want to go ahead and hit save again. Just, it's always good to save, just save it just to make sure. So let's start on the footer now. Okay, so we're going to start the same place we start before. We're going to look to see Let's check this. Let's go back up. Okay, so this looks pretty good. The only thing I would probably change is on this view here, I would eliminate the spacing here, but it looks like the image is coming down. So we're just going to pull this tagline up to hide all that. I'm not even going to worry about the image because once the tagline is up, it's going to cover that up. All right, so let's go into the section setting. Okay, let me first do this. Let's go to tablet. It's a little bit bigger, just so you can see. I always like to check to see how much spacing the default settings are giving. So you can see, like, if I highlight the green here, if I'm on the row settings, it's pretty flush. So there's not a whole lot of spacing. If we go into the phone and we click on the green, you can see the row settings that's adding all the spacing. So you can see it's because the highlighted green has this extra white space here. Okay, so I want to change this white space here. So we're going to go into our module settings and we're going to go into our spacing and we're just going to adjust the top margin. Let's do -3% right now. There. And it eliminated the white space. That's all we wanted to do. So now what I want to do is I want to change the heading text here and just make it a little bit bigger on, okay, and I did it wrong. All right, so we're going to undo that real quick because undo. We didn't change to make sure we were on the phone. So now we're on the phone. See, this is why I always say, make sure you change it. Okay, so that's good. So let's check our tablet like that. So let's go back to the phone view because I want to change the text settings. So let's go to our heading. And again, this was H2. So make sure you're on the H2 text. And let's scroll down to the size. So let's up that. I think that works. Just made it slightly bigger. So for the phone view, that works. Let's see what it looks like on tablet. If we need to make any adjustments. I think that works for the tablet, how it was, the same. So we don't need to adjust anything there. So let's go ahead and save. So now it is your turn to go through the rest of the page and adjust the margins, paddings, and text for the rest of the page. And also keep in mind, again, that you want to check the look on different devices to make sure things aren't being cut off. I don't normally say this, but when it comes to mobile optimization, good enough works. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, you will spend the rest of your life tweaking your website to death. So just something I would keep in mind, like we hid some of this background text down in our footer. I would probably go through the rest of the website or the rest of the homepage and hide that background text as well for the rest of the modules. So that would just be my suggestion. Obviously, you don't have to. You can make it work however you would like. That is a wrap for building our homepage with the Divi theme. And I really hope that this video series has been very helpful to you. I do appreciate all the comments that I've gotten so far, just letting me know that's been helpful. It has been a lot of work to put these together. So at this point, I'm just going to let the homepage rest for a little while. And if you want to build the rest of the website with me, definitely let me know. Or if you feel like you got a good handle just from doing this homepage, let me know that as well. I would love to hear from you. And be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It really does help out the channel a lot. And also, if you want to support the Life Unboxed channel. You can check out the Life Unboxed store for all of your Mom Boss merch. And you can also buy me a coffee. And the link is in the description below with Ko-fi. That's Ko-fi. So if you want to say, hey, this was great, have a coffee on me for all of your 5 a.m. wake ups and recordings, that would be awesome. For more great momtrepreneur content, follow Life Unboxed on social media, check out Life Unboxed blog, or download the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to share the podcast and video with your friends. Happy creating, my friends.